Well, 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 farewell. How's it going, YouTube gang? Today, we're getting back into it. Okay, I forgot how to play. Okay, this is gonna take some unrusting right here.
Just a little.
That wasn't on me, though.
He hasn't even updated the death counter? What is this?
Well, how many deaths have I gotten?
I wasn't here. Sounded like 3.
Okay, then I'll add 3. I clicked the wrong button. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should work, right?
Okay, well it updated 2.5. So maybe setting the base value to 120 would be a better idea.
Okay. How is this even happening? What do I do, Druid?
You can press it 120 more times.
I think we'll just leave it at this for now.
That makes sense. 120 is a pretty solid number to just add at the end.
Why?
We got any crazy goals in the works?
No.
Maybe not goals per se.
I'm trying to focus, Druid.
Process.
That's just... Now I gotta add another one, because I forgot that the last one. Why? Give me such a huge boost. Okay, well. Well, this is... We're gonna be here forever.
Yeah.
I basically just have to relearn the entire game to think about it, so... What?
Yeah, new tech.
Well, that's not how I was supposed to do that. Okay, that just caused a really awkward angle.
Tough. That was a lot of speed.
Yeah. Why? Cool. Why? It's like I can't commit and then I have to commit. Okay.
Sick.
Was I not supposed to do that? Was I supposed to? I feel like I had to. I had to use the bounce from the fish.
I thought you were supposed to use the blast.
Well, I'm saying the blast from the fish to get the jump.
Yeah.
But it didn't give it to me.
Tough.
Because I guess... I don't know. Cool. Just didn't give me distance.
Nice.
See, but like, how annoying is it? I have to restart the entire thing. Like, it's so slow. And it's like I'm not even making a mistake. It doesn't matter that I use my dash there. I just usually like to save it.
Makes sense.
It actually might matter towards the end. I feel like my down key is not working. Not key.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you can't just, like, land at the top and just get your dash back.
Well, I'd have to land, and I can't without the dash. I can't make that.
Well, I mean, like, before you throw the electricity.
No? Cool.
Nice.
It's just so boring that it's just stupid things that make me mess up. And by make me mess up, I mean the stupid things that mess me up. I guess I just wasn't in the hitbox. But don't worry. Because of that, I have to fully redo everything.
Well, that's nice at least.
Yep, not enough height. I just hate how all those parts are like perfect because you either go too high or you go too low. Like here. That was perfect. And that one was pretty perfect. Okay. Can my mic wire just get out of my way? And also, it would be really nice if my controller would input the direction I'm inputting. Thinking that has cost me the last 2 stocks. Ooh. Cool.
Nice, nice.
You'll never guess. It did the wrong dash.
Crazy.
That's fine though. It only cost me everything. Yep, and that time it just gave me more height than it should have, instead of being perfect like it was the last time. Oh, man. Super cool. And I did the exact same thing. That time it was perfect. That did not give me enough. It's like I have to land perfectly for it to get my dash. And I'd way rather the lightning be in that position. Okay, it did a double dash. But don't worry. We get to walk all the way through everything again. Mm-hmm. I feel like the people who played this game have or more so people that say it's fun, haven't played the game. They've just like watched it.
I could agree with that.
It's just so boring and slow, like the entire game. Ooh. I don't know what platform you're talking about being able to reach.
Nice.
I don't even know what I'm supposed to do there. I tried swapping sides to grab, but I guess I still held on. So I guess I just had to, I don't even know. But don't worry. I'm going to make it through the entire thing again just to get a chance at being able to try that area again. Cool. And you're telling me you made it through this, dude?
Absolutely, I think.
See, I just don't understand how I'm supposed to be patient with this game when it's just bad the entire way through, and I just have to sit here. What else do I have to do but complain? What I'm doing right now isn't fun, especially since I've done all 90% of it like 80 times. Cool. It used momentum to throw me. I couldn't move.
Nice. A classic.
Cool. Couldn't reach it. See, but what do I do in those situations? I just actually have to reset for nothing, and then I have to now redo the entire part. It's so dumb. I just don't want to do it. That's so wrong that I don't want to do this thing I've done a million times. Like, why do I have to do this whole part, like this entire part, and the whole jellyfish upwind thing every single time? Like, I feel like I've proven that I can do this part. So why? I don't know how I've literally ever made that jump with keeping my boost. It's almost like it's random.
Crazy.
I'm also gonna jinx it, but I've literally not messed up this lightning part once.
Yeah, you are gonna jinx it.
Main part I can see is the beginning electric thing, or just randomly slamming into a wall, or messing up this last fish right there, because I just go a little too much to the side, or don't move fast enough. What?
Tough.
Did it diagonal, or did I just hit it and it bounced me and that's what moved me diagonal?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it just wasn't low enough, I guess.
Okay. Like, what is even happening? Why is it just messing up? It's just so boring and repetitive. I want to do the new interesting thing. So why won't it let me? Just like, I get literally one attempt for something to fail and then I have to fully restart, and it's just like, why? Again, these are the parts where I contemplate, is it even worth it? Because the amount of time I wasted my entire life.
Yeah.
And I got nothing else to think about, so... except the existential dread that this game brings me. Because I have to sit here and do this part 30,000 times. What? Why? Am I supposed to go to the further one first and it send me?
Maybe. Might just do more.
Well,
skip the further one, because I don't really see what that would help you with.
It's fine. I'm gonna forget how the layout is by the next 30 minutes when I get there. Yep. Cool. Picked it up weird. Not me! I'm holding the button as early as I can. It just decides to wait until it can give me full momentum straight into a spike. But I have zero control over it. So, that's cool. Cool. Unlucky again, just unlucky timing. I'm trying to preserve my dash to make the other part easier, but... Let's just go back 3 whole minutes. Cool. Yeah. It's just, again, it's so boring. I don't know, again, I seriously can't understand how people like this kind of gameplay. Like, actually, ever. Like, you're telling me you want to redo this jellyfish floating part 300 times. Okay, that's because that didn't give me momentum. And also, I had to sit in complete silence to concentrate. So, I guess just, no commentary stream.
Here we go again.
Well, it was my fault that I hit the fish directly from the side where I'm supposed to hit it under the bar, and it doesn't explode, so. It is what it is. Again, no user error in the slightest. I lose. You do the same thing 1,000 times, but it'll always have a different result. Well, I mean, I don't know how I'm supposed to reach that. I have to just bank on that the hitbox doesn't hit me, I guess.
Yeah.
So what does assist mode even add?
That I don't know.
Look it up.
Seems like it allows you to reduce the difficulty in multiple ways, such as reducing game speed, skipping chapters, and making you invincible.
I don't think either of those things help me.
There might be more.
Okay, cool. Killed me because I called it weird. Anything, Jared?
Okay, well you can also get infinite air dashes. You can also pause the game when you're dashing to choose a direction better. And invincibility also affects bottomless pits, where you bounce off of them. So you could essentially be immune to this entire area by the looks of it.
How would it work? If I just turned it on, do I just gain assist mode? Or would it
That's a
back me
great
out?
question.
We'll figure it out!
Looks like you just save and quit, and from the file select, you can enable it. And then it'll bring you back right here.
I go save and quit and just turn it on?
I think so, yeah.
Stop!
And now from the pause menu, you should have stuff.
Okay. I feel like the invincibility might still get me not able to complete the stage.
It's possible. We can also just turn on infinite dash if you need more height.
True. Okay, so what was I even supposed to do there? Just grab
You're
it
supposed
and
to
then
get
throw
more
it.
speed. See, again, this is also the unfortunate part. Is this part actually seems kind of cool. However, there's not a checkpoint system in Assist. Okay, and this part is where you can go for the moon there or not.
Okay, well I was trying to break that thing. Did just breaking all the electro boxes give Moonberry?
You break the electro box, then go backwards and up.
How?
It's a fantastic question.
Say goodbye to her for me.
It's crazy how easily you could have gotten here if there was just like, you know, a checkpoint.
A single
anywhere.
checkpoint? Granny! Hey there, kiddo. It's so great to see you. I didn't know what to do without you. But you aren't real. This is just a dream. So what? You didn't, or that didn't stop you from coming all this way. You finally found me and now you care if it's just a dream? Quit making excuses and say what you need to say. I'm sorry that I didn't come to your funeral. I couldn't do it, I just shut down. That sounds familiar. Hey, what do I care who showed up to that thing? I'm dead. Funerals are for all you suckers stuck living without me. Thank you for looking out for me on the mountain. You helped me so much, and I really miss you. What am I supposed to do now? Just keep going like nothing happened? Like you weren't going forever? There she is. Long time no see, Strawberry. Hey, Theo. It's been forever. You went off the grid. What happened to you? Yeah, sorry for not responding to your messages. Or answering your calls. Or replying to your emails. I kind of had a breakdown when Granny died. And then I felt weird messaging you. I thought maybe you were mad at me for disappearing. It snowballed from there. Yeah, I know you. I figured the funeral must have triggered your anxiety and BD. Next time, at least just let me know you're still alive. Feeling any better? Yeah. I'm finally starting to come to terms with it. When I first met Granny, I thought she was crazy, but then I got to know her. And I thought she was mean. But she knew what I needed to hear, and she really helped me. I miss her a lot. Yeah, me too. I honestly thought she'd live forever. Oh, that reminds me. I have to show you something. Oh? Remember how I told you my grandpa went to Celeste Mountain when he was younger? Well, I was going through some of his old stuff with Alex, and check out this photo I found. Is that Granny with your grandpa? Theo, that's amazing. It looks like they were friends. Just like us. It really sucks that they're gone. But it's nice to know that we shared the mountain with them. Yeah, that is nice. Who cares? What?
Dang.
How does that add anything to the lore? Their parents went on the mountain.
Sometimes it's not about the lore.
That's crazy. Okay. So what about getting the golden strawberries? Can I do that in assist mode?
Probably.
Let's see. I'm also gonna need to know where all the strawberries are, because I can get the perfect ending or whatever. No! Dirty rat. Well, I can't die either. Well,
I
too
think
bad.
you can't go back.
I don't think I could have. Whatever.
I don't think it's very important to get all the strawberries in one run.
Why would people ever actually try for the golden strawberry when you can just do it in assist mode?
Because they're insane.
I just mean like actually what's the point if you can just get the golden strawberries?
I'd argue what's the point in getting golden strawberries.
Well, it could be for an achievement. We got time to kill.
Fair.
Since I beat that a lot faster than I was expecting.
Crazy. Again, it's funny that you had like 4 jumps left. Maybe funny's not the right word.
Yeah, well. Who cares, right? I mean, personally, I think that the game itself ruined it for me by not putting any checkpoints. I think I could have had fun, but they completely wanted to take it away.
Yeah.
by not putting a single checkpoint in that room. I don't think it added any sort of fun. I think it, like I said, all it did was take away any point that I wanted to play the game. So.
Yeah, it could have had a checkpoint literally anywhere and you would have completed normally.
Yeah, I just, like I said, I will literally never respect any game whose difficulty relies on strictly the fact that something's long. Like, that's why when it came to, like, Champion Road, and also,
Coin Run bad challenge.
well, Coin Run wasn't that bad, I just didn't feel like doing Coin Run.
Makes sense.
Plus, only one of us can do it anyway, because that's just how Coin Run works. Multiplayer doesn't really work for it, especially with, like, the Koopas and stuff, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, main point is that when it came to Champion Road or, like, Darker Side, or anything like that, I personally would rather just not do it and let the game be ruined for me. Because, get this, the amount of time I'd waste and stuff, because, like, it's not like I didn't give them a try. It's just, they are bad. They're not fun.
Yeah.
Like, at all. No enjoyment out of me attempting any of those was fun. Like, it's fun for the first little bit until you realize, oh, the entire point is that it's supposed to be... The only difficulty that comes from any of those things is how long they are.
And like Odyssey, volleyball, and jump rope.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, those are the only things that I get done in Odyssey. There's Darker Side and the volleyball thing. And that's because even in that, you gotta use like 2-player mode, or else it's like actually impossible. But also just a waste of time, and the entire point is that, oh, just do the same thing 100 times, not messing up once. And if you mess up, you have to completely restart. It's like, what? Because like I said, I don't mind difficulty. I made it this far in Celeste, right? Because I felt at least the things were somewhat possible, right? Even though some of them still felt unfair, and I hate that I wasted the time on them. But like,
Yeah.
again, to be fair, a lot of it's just my controller misinputting with a lot of those things. Like, wave dash is just not working. Like, that cost me how many lives and stuff? Like, actually so many. I'm just trying to get to work. But I made it through everything except the final room. And like I said, I think I could have made it through the final room eventually. But it wouldn't, again, it wouldn't have felt satisfying at all. It just would have felt like a big waste of time. Like I said, I wish I wouldn't have even given it that much time. And just would have done the assist mode earlier.
Yeah.
Because again, those are the parts of games where it's like, there's just no point for them. It's like say if I were to do that, that would take me countless hours, right? But I could also do it first try. So where's the skill in that? And why dedicate the time for that? I just don't get it. You know?
Yeah.
So that's why I will literally just never dignify those stages. Some, I think if like they're possible, or I'm actually like enjoying them to a degree, I'll try. Like, say for example, the badge run. And how much I put into this, and how much I even put into like Champion Road and all that stuff. It's like, it's fun for the first little bit, and then the moment you have like a really good run, and then it all gets taken away, and then you realize how stupid all the stuff is. So it's just like, cool. And I guarantee, not even like I 100% guarantee that anyone who's actually completed like those things have just looked up stuff. Like, even you, Jared, I guarantee you either looked up a video or something to finish that last thing.
Maybe.
No. I know you, and you definitely don't have the patience for that.
Ready to do all these fun rooms?
I don't have to do anything, Jared. Yeah, point is, I just will never dignify any of those things with, really, I would argue all those games I was talking about were good except for those facts. Like, those specific things. And those are the parts that ruin them for me. And see, again, people complain about things like Chow Garden, but then praise things like Celeste. It's like they're the exact same thing. It's literally just tediously waiting. That's it. That's all it is. It's
Especially in Sonic Adventure 1, where get this, it's like a frame perfect trick.
yeah, and
Where,
even
like,
that's
get this
cheating.
skill over and over and over and over and over and over again.
And like I said, even that's cheating. Not intended.
Yeah.
So,
You just have to farm.
yeah, I would argue, to be fair, some of Celeste was fun. Overall, I would not say it was fun though. Like, I enjoyed
I
a
can
very
see that.
small amount of Celeste. I'm actually having more fun in Celeste than I had a majority of the game right now. Just being able to dash around these rooms. Like, no joke. I despise games that just do that. Because like I said, what have been the worst things in Celeste? Obviously, there's been some smaller rooms, but I think the B-side, or Seaside Summit and Seaside Core were... I don't even know if those did take the longest. But they certainly felt like they took forever.
Regardless, it's safe to say that the worst parts of Celeste are the long rooms without checkpoints. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, but again, it's stupid. Because again, it's not even the fact that they're difficult rooms. It's literally spend 4 minutes each run just trying to get it to work. And there's so many things that you just don't have in control. Like, I could not choose for the fish to just work sometimes. It just did and didn't. And same with like being able to grab onto the mushrooms and for wave dashes to work and stuff like that. And I feel even if I had perfect consistency with all that stuff, it would still not be fun.
Yeah. Again, if you complete it every time, that's at bare minimum an extra minute.
Yeah, and plus, like, why? Like, how many times did I make it to that electric thing? 30?
Yeah.
At least?
It was a good amount of time.
And that was just today. I made it a bunch of times the first time I did it, too. But it's like, get this. Then it doesn't work at all. And then, oh, guess what? I die. I have to restart. 7 minutes down the drain. It's just, I don't know. I prefer when like something is difficult and more technical and stuff instead of just, ooh, what if all the stuff's really not that bad? But you just have to do everything all at once. I don't know. I think that is literally the scummiest thing you can do when designing a game is add challenges like that.
Yeah.
Because again, it's not a test of skill in the slightest. It's only a test of patience. And that's it. Or cheating. Because, I mean, you can cheat by either, say, looking it up. Because, I mean, looking up how to do something, I would consider the same as just someone else doing it for you.
I mean, yeah. Especially in, like, a lot of games. Celeste included.
Yeah, but I mean, even, like, Champion Road. Looking up how to do any part of it, that's cheating. You already invalidated your run.
Yeah.
And also get this, if you don't look up and it just takes you longer, you are no better than anyone else. That's the greatest part, because it has nothing to do with that. They still did it, and you still did it. They just did it faster because they looked it up.
Or like say, if you make it to farewell, you have the technical skill and the puzzle solving skill to know exactly what you have to do and how to do it.
But I would argue none of those even require skill.
I mean, yeah.
That's what I don't like about it, is that it's like, the entire thing is you have to figure out what to do next. But it's not like, ooh, I can piece this together. It's just kind of like slam your head into things until eventually you try the right thing. And it's like, where's the fun in that? I don't know. Like I said, just in my opinion, the worst kind of gameplay. And I would have even liked to go back and try to finish Farewell, like, again, it did throw the checkpoint, but with how the jellyfish and all the birds spawn, I can't even try it. So,
Yeah.
it's just like, cool. What another way to just ruin the game for me. I also think from now on, I'm just gonna trust my gut when Jared recommends a game.
Okay.
Because with both this and Undertale, they were just bad. And I think they were, what's it? Better just not played. Deltarune's actually fun though.
That's fair.
I almost feel like Celeste should have just had infinite dashes at, like, something like Farewell. 'Cause I feel like it'd be fun to have to try and maneuver around, like, spikes and obstacles.
Yeah, plus stuff like a completely different kind of difficulty.
Yeah.
And get this, a final trial I think should be fun and gimmicky, rather than extremely annoying.
Again, imagine how much more fun this section in general would be if I had infinite dashes. And I just had to, like, not get hit. That's, like, honestly what just Seaside should have been. Like, you're telling me what I'm doing right now doesn't look more fun than the actual Mr. Oshiro thing.
David, it has to be difficult.
This would be difficult, Jared. I'm not gonna lie. Trying to avoid all these spikes at Mach speed.
I'm not really sure it would change much, to be honest.
I don't know. I just think overall Celeste is a really bad game. I don't know why people like it so much. Like truly, I don't think I can understand.
Didn't you say those teas were really bad?
Yeah, well. Don't got much option. I need some sort of nutrition since we don't have any food. Can't wait for her to die. I only wish Mr. Oshiro died with them. I almost feel like literally any part of these games have been designed with infinite dashes in mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Truly, I just think it would have been a better game. It's just I'd like to do the one-up thing too, but did I just like go back? I don't even know what I'm doing. Go this way?
No. Right up here, I think there should be a glowing path.
Am I going backwards?
I think technically he's going down an optional route, so going back down there might be even faster to get back.
How am I supposed to not touch the ground on half these things? I don't even know if there's a chance to get the one-up thing.
I don't remember the exact number that it is.
I think he said it was 5. Wonder if the golden strawberry count. I'm leading an army of strawberries.
It's true. Then you probably have to stay in one place for all of them.
Okay, well. Okay, we got one.
Nice.
I don't know if it just continued. It kind of looked like it might have.
Yeah, it kind of did.
Come on, dude. I don't know why you had to try so hard for that achievement.
I know. And these golden strawberries still.
Yeah, I don't know why. See, but dude, don't you feel almost cheated the fact that you could have just done this instead of just actually getting golden strawberries? Does it really feel?
One of the golden strawberries strictly because I know that getting all those golden strawberries would be pain, and the fact that I wouldn't really care about getting those golden strawberries.
See, I do, dude. So I just have more dedication.
That's actually fair. I bet you could get golden strawberry farewell at this rate.
Well, I mean, I don't see how I couldn't. Am I gonna be able to carry him though? This is the thing. Or do you think he's invincible too? Because that might be annoying.
Probably invincible.
What if he's not though? This could be an impossibly annoying golden strawberry for no reason. I mean, if I'm just careful, right? Where am I going?
To the right is a brick wall.
Oh, hold on. Do I have to get like a bunch of keys, or can I just kind of like... Oh, where's the key?
Probably on top of the statue, right? Unless this is a completely different room.
No, dude. Probably gonna need more keys though. too good.
I can't find anything on if he's invincible or not, so I guess we'll find out. Or preferably, we won't find out.
Why can't I skip this?
This is integral gameplay, what do you mean?
If I lose the golden strawberry is the question.
That is the question.
Oh my god. You don't scare me. Absolutely throttled. Oh
my god, that's the fastest that room's ever been cleared.
I think I could've. I'm saying. Just leave me back? No. I'm trying to hit. Am I trapped? Can I not do anything? Did I lose?
It's probably just breaking one of these blocks.
At least that was very clear.
Okay, now for the moment of truth.
I can probably just be pretty safe with it. I don't think I had to do any crazy tech. Hopefully not. Okay. Are you playing risky moves? Had to do it. Just because it was
You really
unnecessary.
did. He's crazy?
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay.
This is what we like to see. That was a safer way to do a question mark?
It would have been. Okay.
This guy really doesn't like him.
Okay.
I wonder if you can just dash into the eye.
Basically, this is a great representation of what Celeste is.
Yeah.
I still kind of wish the game didn't ruin itself for me, and I could have at least done the rest of the thing. But
Yeah.
I suppose it is what it is.
Was it the... Okay, there it is.
I wouldn't have noticed unless I would have saw it right there.
Fair. This looks like it's gonna be a little bit easier.
Oh yeah, this is a really useless room. For lore that nobody cares about.
Dang. This is the top right or the top left they have to go. Or perhaps just the top.
I think that was it. Huh? Do I need to do something for that to
I
work?
guess that's not where you go.
I think it is.
Is it?
Maybe I just need to destroy the spikes. But how do I do that?
Maybe you have to go the bottom left way. Or if this bottom left way is another place, and you need to go to the top left.
I think top left?
Maybe.
I don't think I gotta do that. We're gonna...
Yeah, definitely not.
Then how do I destroy these things? Do I just go right there? It's probably for just like a strawberry or something. Probably don't need to go all the way.
Pretty big room. Might be the way.
Okay, well I was hoping it would get me further than that. Probably could have sent it again. And so platformers in general, I kind of find boring most of the time.
Yeah, understandable.
I feel like with like Mario, it's a little bit different. You know? But it's like, with like, at least Celeste and Super Meat Boy, which I feel like is like the...
I feel like Mario, compared to these, isn't really even a platformer if you think about it.
I guess.
Because you basically have jump.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like Super Meat Boy. You also have wall bounce and enemies to use.
Those crazy speedrun skips!
I don't even know what you're supposed to do in that room. The point is, I don't know. It's just I feel like platforms in general are just like. Again, I think the part that I hate is just the time use. It's like the same reason why some things like Undertale and like say Arcvale were bad. It's just why have these super long fights? That's not about difficulty. It's just like why? To be fair, I think more in Undertale's case, it's more of a it's just bad. Like it is just basically the same as a platform, just wasting time over and over again. But I feel like with the King from Arcvale, it's just like, yeah, this is nearly impossible. You just don't do enough damage, and they do more, and you can't avoid hits. Like it's literally impossible to. Or it's just like a numbers game, and you don't do numbers. So
yeah.
like I said, I don't think we've even seen any other build but a maid build be able to kill the king. So I'm not even entirely sure it's possible.
But we're about to. Quick detour to kill the king.
No. Like I said, I don't even think it's on Game Pass anymore.
Oh man, how unfortunate.
I don't know. I just feel like games, like say even Tales of Arise. Like I felt like that was a pretty difficult game with at least some of the boss fights. You had to use like technical skill and items and stuff like that. I found that much more satisfying than anything I've done in any of those games.
I think I can agree with that. And by that I mean I know I can agree with that.
But some games though, I feel like they're overhyped. Like Souls-likes.
Yeah. Well, we kind of, I guess, were on the topic of Mario and wasting time. 64 was uber pain at certain times, and obviously Sunshine.
Yeah.
Especially in the moments where it's like, ooh, yeah, you're out of lives. Completely repeat everything you just did. And not to mention the, oh yeah, there's 9 of these things. And now repeat everything you did because you succeeded.
Yeah, I mean, even look at like Sonic Adventure. Like, obviously, Chow Garden was bad, but there was plenty of other bad missions and stuff that were just like,
yeah.
I don't know. I just even like Sonic Adventure, at least Sonic Adventure 2. I didn't like as much because again, like just the scoring point system was weird.
Yeah.
Because that was probably the worst part about that game, besides from Chow Garden. Like doing missions, like oh, complete the stage fast. Get this thing quick, you know? Beat these stages with 100 rings, okay. But the ones where it's like, oh, you have to do random tricks and stuff, it's like, why? It's like the same thing of why I never wanted to complete Sonic Colors fully. It's like, why do I just have to wisp around in circles for points to be able to get the score I need? I feel like in a Sonic game, the scoring should be basically strictly speed.
Yeah.
Like, at least in a mission where it's like, oh, do well. Isn't that kind of how it was in, well, at least in Forces it was cool because they just had missions that you had to complete with it. So it was like, get time and then complete mission. But I don't even think you had to do both in the same one, did you?
Probably not. I don't really remember.
You had to do all the missions in one go, but you didn't have to... Actually, maybe one of the missions was time, though. Did I get the golden strawberry? I don't know if when it...
Yeah, it just did it before you entered that room.
Okay. I wasn't sure, because I didn't see it at the very end. Like I said, I like difficult games, right? Ones where they make you, like, think and you have to, like, do things well. However, I do not like games where it's, like, difficult games. Do something a million times until eventually it works out. It's absolutely the thing I despise the most. It's like, even something like grindy that's bad like that is like the exact same thing. Like, say, Iron Chronicles. Like, oh yeah, replay the entire story because you missed this tiny thing. You know? And it's also like, do every single card battle. It's like, why? But at least those are just for achievements, you know? And not just to beat the game.
Yeah.
It's like, I get, like, say, at least in Celeste case, like, this chapter 9 or whatever is, like, DLC, you know? It's supposed to be, like, an extra thing that you can choose to do. But, like, even still, it's like, they're like, well, we don't want to create any more things. So what if we just, like, make these last, like, 8 rooms, just put them all together, and then it'll take, like, an extra 4 hours or 8 hours to complete, and that way we had 13 hours of playtime. It's like, that's such a lame thing to do. And it's like, again, the same with any, like, Souls-like game. It's like, they're basically banking on the fact that's like, ooh, well, if we just make it to where there's specific things you need to beat these bosses, or like they're just really tedious and it's kind of just about getting lucky, you know, then we'll just have playtime.
If we make your dodges only work a third of the time.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, Code Vein obviously is a bit different because I know the other like actual Dark Souls like Elden Ring and stuff is like a lot more cooperative than
makes sense.
Code Vein. But even still, out of the like Dark Souls I played, which to be fair is Dark Souls 1, but I guarantee it's probably a very similar thing. It's not just about execution. Because even in speedruns, a lot of times they rely on just like the weird stage gimmicks. And that's something you kind of need to know how to use. But I don't know. That's like the main reason why I've never really gotten into Souls-like games before Code Vein. It's strictly because that kind of gameplay is so boring to me. Like, I like the walking around and fighting difficult enemies and making it to a place and having to take a couple of tries to beat a boss, you know? Getting used to the thing. But I feel like sometimes you just get, like, literally stuck at a boss for hours upon hours. And a lot of times it's just because your build's bad. Or you don't have this certain thing that makes it really easy. And then, and you try to...
Well, I guess that's also Code Vein, but you get the point. Fire Ice Double Boss, it's really easy if you actually have resistance.
Yeah, but again, like, I feel like it's stupid a lot of times to have that. Because like I said, a lot of people, when they say, oh, I first tried this, oh, it was super easy. You know, either they're just straight up lying, which, you know, is completely possible. Or again, they just go in with the exact perfect thing so they know how to do it, and so they say it's easy, you know? Because like say, the fire and ice boss was still pretty difficult even with some of the fire resistance. Obviously it wasn't 100%, but...
Yeah, and then the line comes in, where there's no way you can have 100% of both.
Yeah. Unless there is, but... Like, oh yeah, it's really easy in New Game Plus. You know? I don't know. Yeah, point is, that's the reason why, like, games like that never interested me. And for good reason, because even after Code Vein, I hate so much about it because of those exact things.
Yeah.
Turns out, it's just a bad thing to have. I don't know. I just prefer, like, actual content. Like, there's more to do, you know? There's not banking on the fact of me failing a certain amount of times for the game to last longer.
Yeah. Not necessarily a double-edged sword, but like content needs to be like, you know, actual content. And not 50 cooking battles.
Yeah. I mean, people even say like, oh, Sonic Adventure, you know, has some good replay value because of Chao Garden. It's like, see, but I disagree.
Yeah. That's not Sonic Adventure content.
And it's like, yeah, it's an extra thing and all that you can technically do, but it's like, it just add extra hours. on something that like isn't really. Like I say, the chows in general are cool, but it's like there's not even much you can do to them, you know, to make them like interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, see, with Iden, I didn't mind it because it was like different changes of pace for some of the stuff. It's just, why did they make it 120 card battles? Technically more if you want to actually do all of them. And then also, like, with the races, just like, why do they have to make it so, like, the system just so weird and annoying? I don't know, it just seems weird. I don't know. Like I said, I liked Iden Chronicles for the most part. It's just the missing out on the character so you can't get the achievement and all that's really scummy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, you just have to New Game Plus for like 8 achievements, you know, even though like, oh, there's only one missable achievement. You know, even though 7 or 8 of them are locked behind the fact that you need all heroes to complete them. And you can't have all heroes unless you got them. So it's like, that's just stupid.
Yeah, and then also the fact that none of the stuff you actually do carries over.
Yeah, so just...
Like, oh yeah, all those card battles you did, worthless. All those weapon upgrades?
No, the weapon upgrades did carry over.
Did the weapon upgrades?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hated the fact you had to upgrade camp, though. That was,
yeah.
probably the most annoying part about it.
Oh yeah, you know that thing that actually takes an unbelievable amount of time and is only scaled by the fact that the story takes a while? Yeah, it's not gonna be there when you're speedrunning the story.
Yeah, exactly. I just find it weird that people haven't complained about that more. Because I feel like that's a really poorly implemented
at the very
thing.
least, you know, you need the smithy fully upgraded to get the last weapon.
Yeah, and you at least need the card duel thing to do card duels, but you can finish the main story without having, like, anything done, even if you're, like, going out of your way to upgrade it. You just need to wait for the funds.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just don't know if I need to be picking up these purple things.
Seems like it.
I think technically the cutscene's like a height thing, but like there it kind of seems like it's just I had to touch that last. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like the camera didn't scale up until you touched the one.
Yeah. Point is though, it's just I don't know why games make some decisions. You know, either for the achievements or for just like the actual gameplay. To be fair, I prefer when something's annoying for an achievement, not just actually part of the gameplay, because that way I basically just have to do it once and I never have to do it again. You know? But it's still like in Aiden's case, that was a really annoying thing to have to do.
Yeah, I feel like within reason, you know, you can, like, say, if you're gonna have something annoying, do it for an achievement instead of gameplay, but that doesn't justify having something unbelievably annoying.
Yeah, but like I said, even in Aiden's case, while it was stupid and annoying, right? At least if we were to replay the game, we wouldn't have to worry about getting all heroes, or doing any of the card battles, or any of the other stuff, or getting every treasure chest. So it's like, that's nice, and it's like, same with Blue Dragon, not having to worry about some of those really annoying achievements, but it's like, why even make them? Again, it's just like, adding playtime and stuff, for just like, really stupid things.
Yeah.
It's like
achievements in general, I think, are kind of like a weird thing. So I feel like, again, how Forces was in a sense, towards like, oh yeah, extra missions for, you know, that's like doing the one thing on hard without taking any damage. Oh.
So do I just lose? And I have to restart the entire thing?
Are there any teleport assist things? I think maybe.
Infinite stamina, dash assist, aim speed.
And I take it clicking retry will bring you back to the very beginning.
I guess? Why? It's only the longest stage in the entire game! What are these even things for achievements? I'm gonna look at these expert achievements. So I was fine with doing it, but then even with the sys mode, again, get this, completely ruining everything. Isn't it cool? Isn't that a really cool mechanic?
That is pretty crazy.
I don't understand why the game just has to be so bad. They actually are trying to actively ruin everything. Okay, well technically the only achievement is complete Celeste for the Pico 8.
Pretty easy.
Is it easy though?
I mean,
How long is
not
Pico
really.
8? Can I use assist mode?
Well, you don't need all the strawberries, probably.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you can't wall climb here? What do the strawberries do here?
I mean, just add to your just
Sure.
strawberry collected at the total.
I don't know. Am I supposed to just be... Okay. As if I care.
Looks like it's 3,000 meters.
Does that help me?
The 3,000 meters or whatever you did.
Either.
Well, I'm
Oh,
pretty
just
sure each
3,000?
time you go up by 50. Which
I'm
means
gonna buy like
whatever
100.
many.
Why is it launching me so awkwardly?
It's like you thought Celeste Peak Away controls would be good.
Tycoon, I cheated and we did it.
Yeah.
And I feel
It's
literally
like,
no remorse for it.
It's like when else started saying you're a free-to-play player when you bought Shared Bank, you know? I think it's pretty safe to say, sure, you cheated the last 4 jumps of the entire game, but, you know...
Isn't there supposed to be like a cloud here?
Is there?
Do I wall bounce?
Well, you can't actually wall bounce, but you can wall jump.
But how do I...
Seems weird to be able to get all that distance, but you can just go to the right.
What? How am I getting to the right, Jared?
On the far right, you can wall jump, but since the screen's closer.
No, you can't wall jump on the screens.
Well, you can wall jump on the ledge, and since the screen's closer to the edge, it allows you to keep climbing upwards.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. Anyway, there's an assist mode, Tycoon. Okay. That'll let you get invincibility.
And infinite dashes.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't let you set checkpoints.
Yeah.
Or go back without dying.
Okay, I guess I'm supposed to take that entire cloud all the way. Okay, yeah, sorry, no cloud hitbox, I guess.
Tough.
Why'd you cheat? Because I would have actually been there, like, forever. Is that how I'm supposed to get this? I forget. Do I need to go back and stream and expect? Sure. You're gonna see how bullcrap it was and why I cheated.
Yeah. Theoretically, you could have a good bit of content to watch. Like about 170 deaths, my count. You know, the death counter was accurate for so long, but now it kind of isn't. Tragic.
Well, why would I be counting these deaths?
Well, unless you died that one time in the golden thing.
What if I don't care? Not about
That's a
that, but about
fair
this chest.
point. I figured as much. But also, what if you don't care about the death counter?
Why does it have to disappear? Ooh. Okay.
What you even just do? You like jumped off of thin air.
Come on! Why am I hitting these stupid things? Can my A button work? That'd be actually so cool. Why? Why is it just so wonky?
Yeah, I feel like this isn't supposed to be that inconsistent. Time for the major downsides being like 6 FPS.
Okay. Why? Okay. Okay, that was weird. Okay, why? Okay. Too much height.
Ooh.
I hate everything, dude. Why? How do I do it? So I have to diagonal. Unless I just hit the sharpest.
It's so sharp it hurts.
How far did I get last time? That's my...
That's a good question.
I can hit that.
You can actually do that here? And why do I feel like I remember that?
I'm assuming that's what I'm supposed to do. I can hit that, dude.
But can you wave dash is the question.
No, I don't think so. Either that or I just can't do it. Can I just like... Bunny hop! I don't even know how I'm supposed to do this. It'd be good if this balloon would bring contact with me. What? I see why I gave up here. Okay, actually, I think I made it this far. Okay. Wait, how am I? Why'd I get that? Don't you have to like pick it up?
I guess not unless.
What am I doing? I can't wall climb, right?
You
Mostly.
cannot, you're correct. You see this guy, Tycoon? Kinda cringe.
What am I doing here? I can't grab it! I guess that's what they wanted from me?
That's what I recall.
What?
Got.
Mm-hmm.
This might remember being pretty bad.
Why am I flying? Okay, so I need to preserve a dash there. Uh-huh. Why is it possibly hitting the spikes? Okay, game.
Now these spike hitboxes are something else.
Okay.
That's where your Pico death counter is probably bigger than your farewell one.
I don't think
Well,
so.
your farewell final room one. And even
What?
that's
I can't hit these angles. The spikes are lying to me. Cool. It's like I need to go and then bounce off the wall. But I can't without the dash! Okay, what? There we go. Okay, I don't get that. Whatever, I don't need it. Unless I do need it. Okay, no. Mm-hmm.
the first try fallacy is strong with this one.
Ooh, he can't make it. Cool. Pardon? Pardon again? What am I doing?
You just gotta get more right. You know, this one's actually also pretty bad. Never mind, I was joking.
Yeah, apparently. Okay, game. How am I supposed to?
The first try fallacy.
Again. It's like working at different frames every time.
Work?
Classic Jared doubting me. Look at that. That was an easy clear.
I wasn't doubting you. Exactly 16 minutes.
That's
And we
surprising.
didn't need a death counter. And it was slightly less than your farewell final room.
Do I gotta like do something here? Or can I just...
I think you're just done. Sound like you got the achievements, so.
Got all the achievements. Not surprised. Gonna ace that. There wasn't even an achievement.
Were there
for me.
even...
Huh?
I was asking a question that you were about to answer, and then you ended your sentence because I started asking the question. Oh, dang. Sub 10,000 deaths?
Let's see. Can we go into farewell and go to the last checkpoint? No. Okay. Well,
Yeah, you can. You just have to click climb first.
but what? How does that make sense?
Well, you click climb and then you click the checkpoint. It just does.
Farewell and farewell. So far, we're off to a fair run. I haven't died yet, and I haven't used any extra dashes. Maybe I just needed the idea of security, you know? No. No, okay.
Oh god, it's all falling apart.
I don't know.
Oh, how's he doing it? These Celeste bugs are crazy.
Where am I going, by the way?
For a moonberry?
Yeah.
Just from that, where you destroyed that box, you have to continue left along the floating platforms.
There's no floating platform. Oh.
Some people. Yeah, I'm sure you can agree this looks really fun to do so far.
I know for a fact there's no checkpoint, so... Wait, why would anyone go for this?
They're insane. I thought we've established Celeste players aren't okay.
I mean, I'm going for it. I'm gonna first try it, so...
You're telling me you're gonna get 0 deaths?
Yep. Am I even doing anything here?
Not in the stop room. Because you know what you have to do with that spike?
Break it? Die?
Mm-hmm.
Do we try it without cheating?
I think you turn on invincibility, you know, just in case.
Okay. Why? Oh, okay. Oh, that's death. Okay, so we're turning on infinite dashes and invincibility.
Yeah, you know, you made it pretty far, all things considered. What am I looking at? It just doesn't stop.
Honestly, it doesn't look that bad. So is that just like an alternative ending? Or more so the same thing, but just takes you to the end? Well, they're parents. I guess that's cool. Boop, boop, boop. I think I did like 3 times. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I think all I did was save myself 10 to 15 hours of Celeste.
I can agree with that.
To be fair, I also think the game, especially that last area, but just the game in general, would have been a lot better if my controller wasn't completely faulty.
Crazy.
But I'm just so done with this game.
I'm not low on sanity enough to check through all your deaths and see how many were miss inputs.
Mm-hmm. See, I did it all without assist mode. Proven right here.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I don't know. I dislike the game. I mean, I really don't think it was fun. I think some of the stuff was kind of interesting. I still would almost say the best design out of the entire game has been Pico 8.
I mean, yeah,
I feel
it was
like
like
that's just
short
the most...
rooms.
Yeah, and it was just
which is
technical
basically
stuff.
the entirety of what you've been asking for this entire time.
Oh, but what if you had to do Pico 8 without dying once?
That's true. The Golden Strawberry Pico 8, the elusive.
Yeah. I mean, I think
It'd
that'd be.
still be
Well, I'm not even
less
saying for
painful
like
than
a
the
golden
last room.
strawberry. I'm just saying that's how you have to beat it. It's completely flawlessly.
Yeah.
I think that's just fair, honestly. It would add to it. Think about it, guys. Instead of just not doing it, or more so instead of doing it, I would have just not done it. Crazy.
That is kind of wild.
However, I will say the last room doesn't even seem that bad. It's just, again, I don't feel like redoing. Like, say, it's just the time sink. That's what's killed me with like all those things over anything. Like 100%.
Ooh, you could look at the binoculars now. See how much they would have helped.
No, pass.
Wow.
But like again, when it came to Champion Road and Darker Side, and the volleyball thing, and this, it just the thing that hurts the most isn't the fact of just like doing something until I get it. It's just the time sink. Just like straight up, like I probably wasted at least 2 hours in that final room right there. And sure, we got pretty far, and maybe another hour or two we could have gotten it, right? It's like trying to go for the Moonberry. Who knows how long that would have taken? And just the time sink. And again, it'd be cool to do the new stuff, right? Like getting to the new and interesting parts of, like, say, the Moonberry or this, you know? Like just doing that last part, I think would have been pretty interesting. You know? Like just that after the electrical switch thing. Even if I had to do like the jellyfish part and all that.
Yeah, again, as I'm saying, like, a checkpoint literally anywhere would have allowed you to do it.
Yeah, I mean, unless it was after like the first thing, but even still, it would have made it easier. Like, I think they should have put a checkpoint after the jellyfish thing.
Like after the throw.
Yeah, like after you throw and hit the coin and that gate opens. I think you should have been able to, like, just if you had your dash, you know, or something, just be able to have a checkpoint at that platform. And then I honestly think, not even honestly think, I would have just gotten it. And that would have been fun.
Yeah.
In my opinion. But it's like, no, just because there isn't a checkpoint there or anywhere, I just wasn't able to complete it. And unfortunately, I can't, like, easily reset to even just do that part with the assist mode because the jellyfish spawn. And, like, the bird and all that stuff, I think they would interfere. So I just can't try. So again, that just kind of, like, sucks. And the Moonberry thing, I don't know. I feel like, to be fair, just for how long that was, there should have been checkpoint. But honestly, from what I saw, it didn't really look like that many difficult jumps. Like, even what I did at the beginning seemed like almost the most difficult part. It didn't really seem like there was anything, like, didn't seem like it required any hypers. There wasn't any, like, cycles.
That's the beautiful part. Is it didn't look that difficult. It just looked really annoying and time consuming.
Yeah, well, like I said, just because there's no checkpoint. So, I mean, again, just the insane time sink. And every time I get to an obstacle, dying and trying to figure it out, and then I have to redo all the beginning stuff. I don't know. It just, again, I feel like it could have ended off so much better if they just would have put a checkpoint. But I just got bored. Like I said, it's simply just so bored of doing that entire beginning section over and over again. It's boring. I mean, it's not interesting at all. The only interesting thing that could possibly happen is me dying from a misinput or me trying to go faster. That's it. So it's so stale and boring. And it's just like, then I'm like finally interested when I get to a new thing, and then I mess it up because I haven't done it in 10 minutes. So just, I don't know. It's just boring. And it's just the boring in the time sink. Like, I was getting super annoyed even at earlier Farewell. Because, again, like, specifically the room that I remember getting really annoyed at was the, you know, the Wind Wonder. The one that I was stuck at forever. With the wind and the springs. It's like, just why? Like, even if I just didn't have to start with Hyper. That would have been so much easier.
Yeah.
But it's also just like awkward timing and stuff. Right? But at least that was a short room. It's just annoying because I had to get my Hyper to work. And my controller does not want to do inputs right. So doing the Hyper was like one of the most annoying things. But even still, it's just like, that was annoying. And again, it was just boring. Because again, it's just waiting and hoping and waiting and hoping. It didn't really feel like I myself had to input anything. You know, it didn't feel like, again, it's the same with just dying to a lot of times, like just how the spike hitboxes work. Like, it just felt like
Yeah.
unforgiving and unfair, and like I just got cheated. Like, say when you have to like, oh, climb to the top of the spikes and then jump over them until you get clipped when you jump or something like that. And it's like, but you have to jump up, and just sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's just like, why? And
Yeah.
it's the
Even
same
if it was something you were doing wrong, it's not very clear what it would be.
Yeah, and plus it's like, I have to spend time getting to that. It's not like that's the first jump that I'm getting stuck on. It's like the same with the, you know, the one room in, I think it was Core. But the one where I was doing like that weird dash jump thing. Like where it was like the 4 things that moved when you sprinted, but I like would do like, not a hyper, but I would do the thing and clip the bottom and it would send me into like the gem. I was trying to like set that up instead of make the first jump.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one. It's like, it basically is saying I'm doing nothing wrong, it's just not giving me the stuff, like, very slightly, and it just looks like it spikes, but then I can also do it a completely different way. Like,
yeah.
because remember, it was just skipping over the first one?
Yeah, I think I know the one you're talking about. But I don't think it was in Core.
All I know is that, or not
that was
Core,
Mirror Temple,
yeah, the
right?
Mirror Temple. I thought Core
Okay,
was the
then,
one
yeah.
that had the spikes and stuff, but yeah, it was a Mirror Temple. Yeah, but that one's just like,
because that
really
was just like
stupid.
very unclear what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and plus it's like, it's possible to do it the other way. So that's what I'm trying to do, but then it's just super unforgiving. But then you can just do it,
especially because again,
another way,
a
just skip
seaside.
it.
So it's like it's one room that's like 3 of the same jumps. So it's like, you know, it's supposed to be really difficult.
Yeah, and even that, I is at least like having some fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like with this, it's so stale and boring because like the entire thing's just an auto scroller. It's not even like
again, playing something
doing
that you
anything.
could have played a part in messing up. You know, that's one thing. However, redoing something that you didn't mess up, that's another thing.
Yeah, because like it's fine like if I have to restart because like something simple, like say the to be fair, I did find that one Kevin block one annoying with the weird tentacle things at the top.
Yeah.
But again, that was just because again it was unforgiving and it just the hitbox was super wonky. But it's like doing that beginning part again wasn't even that annoying. You know, it's like almost like it was setting me up for the end part. You know, so it made sense to have to do that beginning part again.
Mm.
But then it's like with a lot of these, but specifically, like I said, the Summit and the Core Seasides, and then Farewell. Specifically this last room, Farewell, but I'm sure there were some other rooms too. Where it's just like, it's an auto-scroller. So, it's not like I'm like doing insane inputs or anything. And it's like, again, I get to like a certain part and I'm just trying to figure it out. But it's like, then I have to spend, even if it's really not like a minute, full minute, still spending 30 to 40 seconds. And plus I'm pretty sure at least in Farewell, it was easily a minute. Like, to get back to that electrical spot, took a minute. And just like, why can't it just checkpoint me? I've done it so many times. Why do you have to add this to the difficulty?
Yeah, like I can get not checkpointing before you do the jellyfish throw, because again, that's supposed to be like a cheap death kind of thing. But it's like afterwards, at least.
Yeah, it's just like, again, how many times did I do that like flawlessly in a row? Like getting to that point. You know, and plus, even if I didn't do it multiple times in a row, I did it once. You know? And just like, I don't know. I'm fine without like giving me a checkpoint after every single jump I make. Like, okay, I get that, right? Or every single difficult thing I have to do. But like,
again, you shouldn't have to do literally 30 difficult things, including like a 20-second auto-scroller.
I think it's like actually like just a 50-second auto-scroller. Because I consider even the beginning part essentially an auto-scroller. Because just waiting to glide.
Yeah, but like the updraft is literally auto-scroller.
Yeah. So it's just like, again, why? How is that fun? I don't know. That has to be like just my least favorite part.
I can get that entire earlier part. Like, you know, I can justify it even a little bit. If there's just a checkpoint after the jellyfish throw.
Yeah, I mean, still, I think doing all of that's pretty boring, and it's just like...
I mean, yeah. But, like, again, it's just like, a lot of that stuff is kind of like, you know, it's stressful the first time, then it's like, you know, you get more consistent
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is, like,
the
amount of, like, say, even at the jellyfish throw, though, it's like, I had no idea what I was doing. Like, I made it
Yeah.
past, like, the entire part, but then it's like Jellyfish still does that, so it's like even redoing that. But again, I'm like, I'm fine with that. It's like, okay, if that's like the end of it, you know? But again, it's like, it's still annoying the entire way through, but like, even when successfully doing it, taking over a minute without a checkpoint is just like, why?
Yeah.
Especially because it's not like I'm like taking my time, because I have to go at a very specific pace. Because I can't go faster and I can't go slower.
Either you're moving with the jellyfish and you can't dash, or you're moving without the jellyfish and you have to wait for the jellyfish.
Yeah. So, again, it's just like so boring. And I feel like it just would have made so much sense to put a checkpoint there. Like, after hitting the switch, then you can just die and then you respawn to that part. It's like, no. And like I said, the moon bear I didn't get very far, but even that I could tell there should have been a checkpoint at some point there.
Yeah.
But again, it's so
Especially because it seems like a lot of like one of the top 3 least consistent things in the game.
Yeah. I could just tell by like the moon bear I'd probably get about like to halfway. And then again, I would just die at like the same spot or like get some cheap dust trying to make it back halfway, and it's just again it would just feel like why? Just the time.
And is that the Moonberry room you're talking about?
Yeah.
Because the walk back also would be horrendous, like if you mess up before the room.
Oh, just like the spike part after destroying the...
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, again, that would also be fixed if they just put a checkpoint at that electrical part.
Yeah, because then they could again just have 2 very easily split routes.
Yeah. It's like the same with like the summit.
Again, and on one hand, I can understand like Moonberry is like a secret thing, so you know, it's harder than the normal route.
Yeah.
But also, that's why it's not just at the end of that thing with no checkpoint, it has its own room. So why make that entire rest of the part with no checkpoint?
I don't know. Like I said, it's just... I don't know. Like I said, it's literally just the fact that if we just add more, they're gonna die more. It's that simple. And the more they die, the longer it takes, especially when it takes long to get to the thing in general, so... Playtime. It's just like, that's so stupid. I just don't understand, again, how people are okay with it. Like, people don't complain about it more. You know? Like, I just don't see that being the case. Unless my controller inputs, like, actually mess me up more than I think. But I feel like they messed me up with a majority of the things. Specifically with dashes. But again, if they happen with dashes, it probably happens with normal movement too.
Yeah, most likely.
But, I don't know. And I feel like, again, with Summit especially, but even Core, like, there should have, like, the Seaside should have had checkpoints, or we're just separated into different rooms. Because, like, I get that with Summit, it's supposed to be like, oh, an entire flow of things. But it's like, you could have easily just put a platform anywhere that you could have just checkpointed.
Yeah.
Before.
Especially because, again, you don't have to start at the middle. You could start it at the level that it was supposed to be started at by that point.
Yeah. And then it's like, same with the core. It's like, I get that the entire thing's like, oh, the heat rising and stuff. But it's like, you could easily put a checkpoint where it pauses at, like, a good point.
Exactly. And again, if anything, it would make it more difficult. Because you can't just choose the cycle for yourself.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, again, though, it's just the main annoying part about all those things. Again, Champion Road, Darker Side, and this, is that it's not even just, like, the patience. It's just, I literally just get bored of doing that beginning part so many times.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't make sense. It's just like, I don't know, I just get bored. And it's like, even with, again, like, with Undertale, it's obviously a lot faster paced. Like, those things just don't take as long. But, like, even Undyne, it's just like, why? Why make me have to do this beginning part every time I mess up at the, like, last 3 attacks? Why can't I just, like, have a checkpoint or something? I don't know. That's why I wish just, like, save states were in every game, and I could just easily set them up. You know, so it's like, if I felt like something was unfair like that, I could just
again,
put them in.
They added assist mode initially, because, like, you know, if the game's too difficult, you can change it, and then, you know, later it was, like, more of a accepted thing. Just basically, like, especially for Farewell and, like, the Seasides. It's like, again, in that situation, why not just add save states?
Yeah, I just feel like
I mean, that also pretty useful, I would imagine, assist mode, but it's like you can have that in addition to save states in the base game.
Yeah, it just like saying that one thing I was trying to get the Golden Strawberry, like Summit, it's just like, oops, sorry. Can't even get back with assist mode. It's like,
and I wouldn't even imagine it'd be that difficult to do either. Because, like, you could just set manual checkpoints. It sets things where they should be at that point. You can only do it grounded. It's easy to implement.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I just feel like, not that I even cheated, the game just cheated my experience, and that's what I find annoying about it.
Yeah, because like if you wouldn't have activated assist mode, you would be having a worse time right now, and you'd
Yeah.
have a worse opinion on the game.
Mm-hmm. I just, even, like I said, the golden strawberry also annoyed me. Especially because,
I
like,
mean,
again, it's just like,
yeah,
why? Why can't I just get there? I'm using assist mode and everything. I'm already using this. Why doesn't it let me go back through this platform real quick? Because I accidentally skipped something. It's dumb. Not that it would even take that long to get, but it's also not even for an achievement. I don't think it adds any to the gameplay.
yeah.
But I just feel very annoyed about Farewell and the Moonberry. Because I really wanted to, like, actually complete them. But
Yeah.
it's just, it actually just seems, I don't even know. Again, it's just, the thought, it's not even the thought of doing any of the new stuff or even the time. Like, a majority
Yeah,
of it.
no,
at
the
least
new
make up
stuff
the thing.
honestly looks like it'd be pretty fun, arguably.
It's just, again, just doing the stupid balloon fish at the beginning, and then doing the cycles, and then doing the entire auto-scroller thing up to the top, throwing the thing just to mess up. I'm just like, then I get to do it all over again. The entire minute I've done over and over again. It's just like, why is that the part I have to do? I hate it. And like I said, you know the same thing with Champion Road. It's like, we're dying at this exact same spot because we're trying to figure it out. Oh, well, don't worry. Redo the first 3 parts over and over and over again. And it's like, why?
Yeah.
And
Because again, it's not even like there's any momentum or anything. Like there isn't Coin Run.
yeah,
It's like they could have very
It's
easily
split
at
into
any of those
sections.
like 15 teleport. Exactly, just checkpoint.
yeah.
And
Like I
again, it
said,
still is like that's the Mario experience. You have multiple hits, which is completely obliterated by the fact you can just fall and will fall, and that's the main danger.
mhm.
And it's also the fact there's checkpoints and lives, but it's like, oh yeah, that's also completely unimportant because there are no checkpoints.
Yeah. I don't know. And obviously Darker Side too, which is like, here's a million
Yeah.
things. That's like, again, now you're gonna have to go through this again. Especially the ones that are just straight up slow. And just like, I don't know.
Because if I remember correctly, the first obstacle was like really slow.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just annoying because again, it's like with all those games, I want to finish Odyssey, but doing the stupid volleyball challenge in Darker Side, just, it's waste of time. But see, that completely turns you away from ever wanting to play the game again because I know that I have those waiting to fully complete it. So it's just like, no. And then again, it's like, Celeste, I just don't think I'd ever play again. I just never found the game, like, fun. But
Yeah, fair.
it's just like, it can't even end on a good note. It just has to cheat like that. It's, I don't know. It's just annoying. Like I said, I blame nothing on the assist mode. If it wasn't there, I don't even know what I'd be doing right now. I'm just blaming it on the fact that it's like, devs in general need to realize that that's just a stupid way of adding difficulty. Like, literally, like, the worst thing. It's just terrible. And, just overall really bad. Like, say, again, Badge Run in, Mario Wonder, even that, it's like, they could have obviously put a save at the end of every room, seeing that you are completing the thing, right? But
Yeah.
even that was every 3 or 4, they gave you a checkpoint. So it's like, that made it possible, really. Because you gotta remember,
like
it's not
everything was still difficult.
everyone who plays the game, right, is gonna be a super diehard fan who wants, like, the most super difficult things and wants to die a million times just so they can extend the game as much as possible. Right? And you shouldn't make, ooh, what if we add a little extension to the game that makes, you know, it's like everyone wants to play that stuff. It's like if they would have made the Elden Ring DLC completely, like, impossible.
I mean, yeah, like again, for this and assist mode. Assist mode is made so people aren't locked behind content.
Yeah, but, like, imagine, like, in, like, the Elden Ring DLC, it's just like, okay, well, you're not allowed to use summons, you're not allowed to use any weapons, you're allowed to use this one build. You know? And that's how it's designed around, because, like, you know, we know the diehard fans will really like this. You know? It's like, no,
Yeah.
you make the game accessible for everyone at, like, you know? I don't know. It's
And
just,
especially like say with Odyssey, it's like obviously the game isn't locked behind it, but like there are moons.
yeah, I just find it
And
annoying.
like those are the main factor of progression.
I just feel like, again, you shouldn't have to make someone dedicate that much time to, again, just like a stupid challenge. Not like just like, Not like, oh, I'm playing Odyssey. But like, say, even just me, for example. I'm not a super diehard fan of Celeste. I just want to, you know, play through it. So I do a lot of the difficult stuff, and I'm fine with a lot of it. And then they just make something that's completely unfair. And now, it's like, oh, sorry, no checkpoints whatsoever. It's just like, why? But it's like, now I'm locked out of playing it because of that.
Yeah. And even just through what you have done, you're like more diehard than most players of Celeste.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's just like, why make something that's like less than 1% of your people want? Just to make it difficult? When it's not even any more difficult than any of the other things, it's just less. Or more so in this.
Yeah,
It's
like
more.
I think Farewell, even just the final room, if it just implemented Kaizo even stuff, it'd be better. Because again, it's the same percentage of people, if not more, and other people will know that they just straight up can't.
I don't know, like I said, I toughed it through like all of Farewell except for that room. And even that, I gave 2 hours of trying and got far. It's just, again, it's just the stupid ending. It's so boring. That's what makes me wonder how, like, you got through it. Like, that you just sat through there and did that, Druid.
Yeah.
I just don't believe it, pretty much. I mean, unless you looked it up beforehand, you knew how to do it, but
Even still.
because the only way I can see anyone actually feeling like okay with that is if they like first or second try that final room, like after the electric part. Like, oh yeah, I'll just first try this jellyfish part, and the blowfish will work, and I'll get over here and it'll just work, and they'll first try it. But it's like I feel like after like the 10th time of getting to that electric room and either dying on the blowfish or even at the jellyfish part, it's just like I don't want to do it anymore. It's bad.
In my current state of mind, I'm fairly certain I'd quit before, like, after the throw of the jellyfish.
Yeah.
I mean, in all honesty, I quit before reaching the wave dash in Farewell, so...
Yeah. I don't know. It's just... I don't know. It just feels really unfair to just have stuff like that. In my opinion. And again, you could say, oh, well, you're just bad, or oh, you just don't want to dedicate as much time. It's like, really look at yourself, though, that's what you consider difficult. You want to brag about essentially just putting more time in, and that's it. And that apparently makes you better? Because that doesn't. Just because you've completed this, it just means strictly, and I mean completely strict, that you just played it longer. Or got lucky. One of the two. But
that's also fair.
Or just looked it up beforehand. But say, even if someone were to do Farewell now, right? Like even you technically did it in the past, and anyone who's either done it or looked it up after anything, they're already just better off. So it's already just not, like I said, there is no like validation whatsoever.
Yeah.
It just seems annoying that, again, I can get through past all that other stuff, but just this one. But to be fair, like I said, if they just would have added twice as much to Summit Seaside, I just wouldn't have done it. There's literally no way. Even another third, I just wouldn't have done it. It's so just bad. I hate it so much. That again, it just, the difficult stuff wasn't even as difficult as it just. And I know there was one person like, oh, consistency issue. It's like, no, it's, I get bored.
Yeah.
It's not that I can't
like,
consistently
again,
get there.
You got past, like, again, consistently. It's just you don't feel like doing it.
Yeah, and it's not even just like, oh, lazy, or, oh, I just don't think I can get past it. It's, again, it's just time sink, first of all. I'm spending a minute each run, even if I'm doing it successfully, just to get to a part that I'm trying to figure out, right? And then again, just the fact that
it's the exact same thing as if like just a 1 minute respawn timer.
Yeah, I mean, basically.
But you can't forget about the fact that every second there's like a 1% chance that it restarts the timer.
Imagine every time you die, you get a 1 minute ad.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd probably prefer that over having to do everything again. But
I mean, yeah, at least then you could like
do something. You know?
You know, it wouldn't just be a time sink.
It's just, I don't know. It's just so unbelievably boring that it just. I see now they made the game interesting. Like some of the rooms were fine because they were actually interesting to me. But again, it's kind of hard to compare because none of the other rooms have been that long, right? Or that boring. Because I mean, I feel like Summit and Core, it's like they were pretty boring. But at least like Core, it's like, oh, these things are moving up and down the entire time, you know? And in Summit, it's like there's spikes everywhere. And even though I will say that Summit was especially boring. Because like, yeah, it was like a bunch of precise inputs, which was like fine. But after you got past the first thing, you touched the pink cloud, then it was just like boring. It's like, it was like, okay, here's all this technical stuff they have to get used to and do things like the precise times. Like, now you have to hope this cloud works, and now you have to like go through a spike, but not go through it too high or too low, or else you won't make it. And then you have to do these perfect dashes that if you hit a crystal too early, then you fail.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, okay. And then Core's like,
I think basically all those maze
slow.
areas were like just poorly designed because of how dash momentum works.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But sometimes just like say in the farewell, to be fair, it's not as tight as a lot of the other ones. So it's basically you just have to get the dash and use no momentum whatsoever and just use dash and then wait and then dash. You know? And that's how it lines up. Like you just can't move at all. But I felt with some of the things, especially in the whichever one had the boss reflection maybe.
Yeah, that was reflection.
Like the ones where it's like those are really tight spikes where it's just like the final one, it's like you just have to catch it like actually the perfect angle. But it's like you're falling into a thing, so it's just awkward. But it's like again, it's kind of bad. But even that found way more fun than what I'm doing now. It felt like this one was way more about none of the stuff's gonna be individually difficult. It's just everything's gonna catch you off guard because you have no idea what's gonna happen or how things are gonna work. And they're also gonna give you literally the two worst mechanics, being the fish, like the jellyfish, and the
I feel like
fish.
If anything, they focused way too much on making it look cool to anyone watching someone else do it. To where it makes it way too long and just really not fun to play.
I think, again, it's like the only time a room like that's fun is if you first try it. It's like, whoa, exactly. Look what's happening. What? That's crazy. That's so cool. You know? Or if you watch someone and they first try and you're like, that's insane. You know? Or even maybe like 2 to 3 tries, you know? But I think once you reach like, you know, an hour mark, it's so stale and boring that anyone watching and anyone playing it just wants to actually get to the next part. But, you know. Whatever. I don't know. Just in my opinion, overall, I think I would not recommend Celeste to like actually anyone. Like even just A-sides. It's not good. It's not a good game. I can't say it is. I just think how the game works is just overall bad. You're gonna find like maybe 1/10 of the game like actually interesting and fun, and the other you're just gonna find tedious and boring. That's just how I feel about it. There's just a very, 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 very small amount of fun to be had. Most of it's just tedious and feels like a chore. Peak Await's fun though. It's again short rooms with good execution, figuring things out. It's interesting.
I feel like Peak Await, I can't agree with that. Just the visuals are a bit clunky, which surprise.
It doesn't look good, but it plays decent. Like I said, better than just like the normal game. Like I felt like the normal game just had like a bunch of mechanics that all worked poorly, and then as you got further and further,
Peak Await definitely had some better pacing because it's not supposed to have any like story or weird stuff.
Yeah. Plus another thing is that the dialogue was just like meh. Like, you could have just taken Oshiro out of the game and I would have been happier. He played no part into the story. He wasn't interesting. He wasn't a cool character. That's it. That's literally it. You could have literally just had the Oshiro guy as the boss at the end, you know? And that would have made him a better character. Just like an angry vampire looking ghost guy who tries to beat you up to escape his hotel. That's it.
Fair.
That's all his character had to be, and it would be better. Instead, he's a really lonely ghost who's really annoying and talks a lot. And for some reason, you care about him. That's it. And also, when did the person become your grandma?
I don't think that's actually really ever the case.
Because at the beginning, it's like we have no idea who this person is, just an old lady. And then at the end, it's like, oh, your grandma died. Oh, your grandma was that old lady. What?
Yeah, it seemed like we had a very special connection to them, but we also don't really know a lot about them at all.
And Oshiro had nothing to do with Farewell or anything, or the end scene, which I appreciated. And then Theo, it's
Yeah.
like, he was cool, right? I guess. He was basically as cool as, was it Madeline?
Yeah,
I mean, they were characters that were climbing the mountain. I mean,
it's true.
better than being alone on the mountain. I don't know. It just felt like everything was everywhere. And then the gameplay sucked. So, yeah. Like I said, wouldn't recommend. If anything, I'd just like, maybe watch a speed run. I don't know. I feel like even the speed
I feel
run
like a
aren't that great.
speedrun of like the A-sides wouldn't be that interesting.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like a speedrun of any of the game probably wouldn't really be that interesting.
Yeah,
Because basically it would just be what I did, except they would do it first try. I mean, maybe some small things so they'd wave dash some of the earlier parts, but the earlier parts aren't interesting, so. Yeah, I don't think it really is that cool. I don't know. Point is, game's bad, wouldn't recommend. I guess that wraps it up, because I'm done talking about it, and I would like to forget about it. Forever, preferably.
that's fair.
Yeah. Chat, make sure to like, follow, and obey, and we'll catch you in the Fuji Flop. Ribbit. And if you're on YouTube, links to the description, links to Twitch, the TikTok, and the Twitter. Always want to watch live, and if you're on Twitch, I switch to any social screen, and you can link directly to it. But I will see you guys later. Peace.